everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be quickly talking about this book and also this album. They sort of tie into each other. Now, just to put it into context before I go any further, I don't read books. I read music magazines because they're easier to read. There's more pictures than there are words, and my brain doesn't. I find I struggle to read a proper book because it's I haven't really done it before since school, and my concentration has been completely obliterated by apps like Instagram and TikTok. So when I say I'm reading this book, it's a really big deal. This is a page turner. I have not been able to, obviously I'm not that far through. I only started a few days ago, but I am absolutely addicted to this. Prince's life is so interesting, and I've learned so much already from this. And although I'm going to probably, I'm going to probably get some facts wrong still, because some people they live to point that out to me, like, oh, you got this wrong, you got that wrong. But I have just been absolutely enjoying learning about Prince's early life and stuff with the 94, is it 94 East Street? Yeah, 94 East Street. It's just so fascinating. So the book starts with Matt Thorne talking about Prince's legendary LA parties, which must have been something else, especially these singing at them or performing something. But just to go to one of Prince's parties was a really big deal. He kept the list tight as nails. He wouldn't even let his neighbours come in, but he would give his neighbours champagne or a bottle of wine just to say sorry for all the loud noise, which is brilliant. And he had some really high-listed, A-listed celebrities. So those parties must have been amazing. And then the book goes on to talk about Prince's vault, which I found very fascinating, and how he would just sit on demo tapes, and sometimes he just didn't take care of them at all. So one of his contributors, or one of the people that Matt Thorne had interviewed, said that although the vault was secure, he wasn't sure how the demo tapes were being looked after, because Prince didn't really seem to care about them. Once he didn't see any sort of value in them, he sort of sat on them in the vault for years and would maybe review them, or sometimes he gave them to his, not his supporting act, I don't know what they're called, the people he helped into a music career. A little side note, so Chris Moon, it was Prince's early producer and things like that, and I just read in the book, it was last night, that Prince called Chris and asked him to make his dad famous because Prince felt lonely being famous. And Prince's dad came into the studio with an accordion. Of course, Chris Moon wasn't very impressed, and they never spoke again. But I just thought that was hilarious. But anyway, it's just so fascinating. So Prince was born and lived in Minneapolis, and there wasn't much in the way of opportunities in Minneapolis. You had people like, isn't Bob Dylan from, I swear the book said Bob Dylan was from Minneapolis. Is that even how you pronounce it? Anyway, the opportunities were bleak, especially, unfortunately, because of the colour of his skin. They probably were even more bleak. But Prince's abilities shine through from an early age. So he started a band. He didn't start 94 East Street, but Prince's cousin Willie Nelson, is it Willie? Sorry everyone, I cut to check his name. His name is Pepe Willie, Prince's cousin, his cousin's husband, guitarist and a big fan of funk music. Now, the music that Prince did with Pepe, or Willie, we'll call him Willie, on this album, you can get it on this, it's absolutely brilliant. I love the song Just Another Sucker and Dance to the Music of the World. I just think the thing that I find crazy is how far Prince came, how much he overcome. Because there's a story where Prince was at an early age really shy on the mic, and he would sing so high pitched that the mics in the early to late 70s couldn't pick up his voice because it was so high. So what Chris Moon did was put all the pillows on the floor, got Prince to lie down, and then literally shoved the mic in his mouth to try and just told him to hum, to try and relax him a bit and get his vocals a bit further down. But it's just, seriously though, this is really fascinating stuff. And when you start reading about his vault and you think like how much music, he's got 39 studio albums, I think it's 39. How much stuff in the vault must there be? I know they released that America 2, I think it's called, recently, which I still need to get. That's supposed to be really good. And I've been fascinated by the man, the myth, the legend. And he talks about how one of Prince's idols growing up was Michael Jackson in the Jackson 5. And it's crazy how much they would fall out over that. But yeah, just a quick video to say that if you like Prince and you like reading books, this is a really great read. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, everyone.